very, very important. I mean, he started speaking to several people on a foreign language in English that he was actually learning how to study this. You are always...
The MBA shipping program is actually growing and developing. We have more students. We have began the effort in 2011 with 10 students. Right now we have 14 students, and we expect more students to have in the 2013 class. The interesting part is that most of the students have a diverse background, both cultural and professional. We have students who have a legal background, technical background, insurance background, and they can contribute not only in the class but also in the discussion with their own peers. We have also many international students. We have gained students from Bulgaria, Estonia, Spain. What else? I'm missing some countries, and we expect also students from the US and Canada in the next years. As a program, we consider that it has been improved substantially, not only because we have learned from the mistakes, from the design errors of the beginning, but because we have attracted the interest of more experts and more professionals who are willing to share knowledge and ideas with our students. And you know, it's a great opportunity also for the hosting companies, for these companies that host the visits of the students in Piraeus, in Dubai and in London, to have a discussion with young professionals. All of our students are working, they are young executives, so sharing ideas and knowledge with them is always has always an add value for the companies as well. Finally, we consider Greece as one of the very important shipping markets, not only because of the importance of the Greek shipping community, but also of the number of students who have an interest in the marine.
Managing owners. It's a company that's located in Hamburg. We currently have 12 vessels. It's all container vessels, and we look after them in terms of the inspection department, the operations department, the chartering. We do the crewing. On top of that, we make sure that all the safety and security is in order with the certifications, ISM, ISPS, IMO regulations, and also do the financial reporting for the investors, for the banks, sort out the interest payments and the restructuring in terms of the funds.
How about restructuring in KG companies and KG funds? How big is this problem?
It's definitely challenging, I have to say that, especially in these days, because the level of the market of the rates, the daily hire rates, they are lower than they were anticipated maybe a few years ago. So it's definitely a challenge where we have to approach the banks and the investors so we can find a common solution for the common benefit over the next 3, 4, 5 years, and definitely manage to get the vessels. Think about restructuring and whether we can take, whether we can maybe even seize the moment because there's very low interest rates. Maybe we can adjust the repayment plan. So with every vessel, we think about it on a daily basis what we can do and lay our cards depending on what the market situation is like. But that does not necessarily mean that we have to approach the bank with every vessel. There's also an approach to private investors that might give a loan so we can find a common solution that's not only in everyone's interest but also possible. The banks, for example, with the new regulations, the Basel III that came into place, for every loan they give out, they have to have their own capital to lay under the capital they're giving away, to the loan they're giving away. So that's very costly for them. And then you have to look from situation to situation what's of the most interest, what's the most beneficial for all the parties. And then again, depending on the age of the vessel and how much loan might be left on a loan-to-value basis, that's something to focus a lot on at the moment, the loan-to-value, and that's of course challenging because the value of the vessel, they have dropped over the past few years, as we know. However, again, we have to look from vessel to vessel basis what the bank might want to do and what the opportunities are and what the class is and what the potential investors say. So it's hard to generalize.
Yeah.
I chose the program because not only is it located in Hamburg, which is very convenient for me, but the HSBA in Hamburg is also supported by the Hamburg Chamber of Commerce, and It has an excellent reputation, the Chamber of Commerce, and the HSBA also has a very good impression on people that deal with it. And the combination of the international students, I think we have maybe 6 nations within the class, combined with the diversity of the different fields. I mean, we have a captain, we have a chief engineer, we have insurance brokers, we have physicians, software designers, fund management, accounting. We have from the Germanische Lloyd, from the Classification Society. There's a great mixture. So in terms of networking and the opportunity we can seize by working together as a group, and then also having the expertise from the professors and the opportunity to go abroad, to Piraeus. We're going to Dubai, we're going to London, so in terms of networking and experience.
German insurance broker with offices in Hamburg and Singapore. We're dealing with German clients as well as international clients from the Mediterranean or even in the Far East. That's worldwide and business. What we're offering is, of course, to ensure that, to make sure that the vessels of our clients are properly insured in regards of hull machinery, P&I, VORIS, or any kind of special risk. We're offering a claims hotline, a 24-hour, 7 days a week basis, which can always be reached. So we have a designated claims handler for all kind of claims which may arise, and we are supporting customers really worldwide and very close to the customers. What we're doing on the claims handling side, for example, is if you have a collision or a grounding or any major part, of course, you can always reach us. We're there to support, to appoint respective surveyors, lawyers, and of course support of the underwriters to make the best out of it for the client.
Do you think your client basically are from German, or your clients are all over the world?
Basically, or the historic, the company was founded in 1870, which is now more than 140 years old. Always keen, or always the key business is the maritime business. And of course in the past it was German clients, but in the past years it developed quite a lot, dealing with German-based clients, yeah. As well, it's nicely diversified these days, and the business is growing. Shipping is a very international.
Do you think that the number of claims, or the biggest, do you think the amount of claims increase, or how is it?
We can answer this question. Maybe the number of claims is not increasing, but the amount of money involved in the claims, this is increasing. This is significantly. And what is our function, or our job is to support in the way to provide the funds which are due for reimbursement for owners, that we can provide, or make sure that these funds will arrive rather sooner than later, in order to support the owners, because everyone knows that shipping is in a bit trouble. So we need cash. We need, if you have a big repair job to be done, then we need, of course, cash to pay your shipyard or the workshop or whatsoever. So this is, of course, the way our mission, to get the funds as soon as possible in order to make good the damage.
And now tell us, how do you find interesting this program, the MBA program? Why you choose actually this program?
Okay, I chosen this program because, same as my fellow Alex is joined, because it basically goes on top of the expertise and the knowledge gained so far in the maritime industry. And of course, they have an MBA program. It should be for a management job later on in the company. So this is the mission for it, and it was very interesting to work with other nations and people from so many backgrounds. And I'm keen on the international effect, or the international part of this programs, like visiting Greece. Later on, we're going to Dubai or to London. So that's quite good, and what I really love is that we have meetings with Greek owners or Greek shipping community at all, to get an inside, or deep insight, how they think, what's their feelings about the situation, and a bit, of course, of the outlook of the whole industry. And, yeah, the Greek is a major part of it.